Hello friends, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Sailor Talks. Today in this video I will tell you guys how to renew your GMDSS GOC. Let me tell you guys, when I renewed my GMDSS GOC, I faced many problems. There was not sufficient information in the internet, either in Google or YouTube. Although there was some, but the information was not complete. Information was in parts. You can get certain information somewhere and certain other information somewhere else. So I had spent a lot of time searching the correct procedure for how to renew GMDSS GOC. So since I have devoted and I have spent a lot of time searching in internet for the correct procedure, so I thought better I would make one video in my YouTube channel for you guys to be guided from this video, and I will try to clear all your doubts through this video. So guys, let's get started. First of all, I want to tell you that the fee structure for GMDSS GOC renewal. Let me tell you guys, if you want to renew your GOC for 20 years, the fee is rupees 5,000, and if you want to renew your GOC for lifetime, the fee is 10,000. So when I was renewing my GMDSS GOC, I preferred rupees 10,000 one-time payment for lifetime validity. Otherwise, you have to do one more time your renewal of GOC, which I thought is going to be a pain for you guys, and maybe also the fee for GMDSS GOC, which is now 5,000, may become 10,000 after 20 years, or maybe 15,000 because as per the rate of inflation. So it's always better to pay 10,000 and make your GOC lifetime. So guys, for submitting the fee, you have to submit your fee in Bharat Kosh. So for that, you open your browser and type the website bharatkosh.gov.in, then press enter. Then the website of Bharat Kosh will open like this, and when you scroll down, you will find one option, login/register. So you click on login/register, then the window will open like this, login page with the username, password, captcha, submit and new user. So if you have made your account in Bharat Kosh earlier, you can log in by typing your username, password, captcha and submit. But for those people who are using Bharat Kosh for the first time, they have to create their account in Bharat Kosh. For that, they have to click on new user. So after clicking on new user, the window will open like this. In this window, user registration, you enter your mobile number, you enter your email ID, you enter the captcha code, and then you click on send OTP. After you click on send OTP, you will get a new window like this. In this window, you can put the OTP, then click on verify. After clicking on verify, you get this window. In this window, your mobile number and the email ID will come automatically. You have to enter in depositors category. You select individual, then select controller, you select telecommunication. You enter your first name, last name, the username and password which you want to create. Then you re-enter your password here, and these three options, organization name, company identification number and TAN, these are optional. After that, you click on submit. Then you will get a message like this: success, user has been registered successfully. When you get this message, it means that you are successfully registered on Bharat Kosh, and now you can log in Bharat Kosh website. So after that, you open your browser again. Here you write website address bharatkosh.gov.in. Press enter. The page of Bharat Kosh website will open like this. You scroll down, then you click on login, register. Then you get the login window. Here you write your username and then you write your password. Then you type CAPTCHA and then you click on submit. Then now you can see you have been successfully logged in Bharat Kosh portal. Now you can go to third menu, that is make your payment. So when you click on make your payment, there is a drop down list of 3 options. You have to select the middle one, that is receipt for DOT. When you click on receipt for DOT, the new window will open. Here you have to fill the depositors category. You have to select individual. Then purpose. For purpose you click on the search button here. Then it will take some time to give you some option. So let's wait. Okay. So in purpose you type GOC. So you get 2 options, that is GOC GMDSS and Proficiency All Maritime. So you select GOC GMDSS, then you click on search. When you click on search, you get option purpose GOC GMDSS, payment type license renewal fee, function head is this, proficiency certificate. So click on GOC GMDSS. So you will get GMDSS GOC written here. You see this? So depositors category individual, purpose GOC GMDSS, and in payment type you select license renewal fee, first option. Then you can see function head proficiency certificate will be auto populated. Then Ministry Telecommunication, then pay and account office, PAO. You have to select from this drop down menu. See Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, New Delhi, PAO headquarter and Mumbai. So if you have applied your GOC from this region, you can select those. So how will you find from which region, from which PAO you have to apply? So you can see your GOC certificate. It is issued from regional licensing office. There will be one stamp of RLO, like RLO Mumbai, RLO Delhi, RLO Kolkata, like this. So if your GOC is issued from RLO Kolkata, you have to select West Bengal. If your GOC is issued from RLO Mumbai, you have to select Maharashtra. If your GOC is issued from Delhi, you can select PAO headquarter. Now let me tell you guys one more thing which I also faced. There was one confusion regarding if your GOC is issued from RLO Delhi, then some people say that you have to select New Delhi, and some say that you have to select PAO headquarter. So from the information which I got from the internet and from searching various websites, from various blogs, YouTube, I found that for Delhi you have to select PAO headquarter. My GOC was issued from RLO Kolkata, so I selected West Bengal. So when you select West Bengal, then next option will come drawing and disbursing office. So in DDO you can get option like this, DDO CCA. So you can select it. Then you have to enter amount. Like I said before, if you want to renew your GOC for 20 years, you type 5000, and if you want to renew your GOC for lifetime, you type 10,000. So I type here 10,000 rupees, 10,000 only. Payment frequency one time, and in remark, this is very important. In remark, you write your name, your GOC number, GOC expiry date, and purpose. Like you can write renewal of GMDSS GOC. After that, you type CAPTCHA, and then you click on add. After you click on add, you get next window like this. It will show you the information which you have entered: Ministry Telecommunication, purpose GOC, license renewal fee, PAO New Delhi, DDO CCA, amount 5000, payment period one time, and then you can click on next. Here I tell you one important thing. You write this PAO 077177 and DDO 201540. You write this number. Like if you have applied to New Delhi, you write PAO this, and if you entered West Bengal, then some other number, but you write this PAO number and DDO number and click on next. After that, this will take you to next screen, depositor's address. You type your name, your address, country, state, district, city, PIN code, TAN, TIN and PAN. These are optional. Aadhaar number is optional. Mobile number, email. Then you select online payment. Then click on next. After that, this will show you the information which you have entered before. Confirm information. So you one more time check all the details which you have entered before: name, address, city, state, PIN code, mobile number, district, country, email. These are optional. Then serial number 1, Ministry Telecommunication, PAO New Delhi, DDO 201540, purpose GOC, payment one time, amount 10,000. Then you click on confirm. Then this will take you to new window: net banking, debit card and credit card. You can select which option is easy for you. Suppose you select debit card, then you enter CAPTCHA, then you check I acknowledge and confirm that I have read and agree to the terms and condition, and click on pay. Then this menu will come where you have to select the payment mode of various banks: SBI, Union Bank, Indian Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC, ICICI Bank of Baroda. You can select anyone. Then you select which card you have: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Maestro. You can select anyone. Then you enter CAPTCHA. Then you again check I acknowledge and confirm and click on pay. After that, this will take you to the payment gateway. You enter your card number, your card expiry date, your name on the card, your CVV number, then click on proceed. After that, this will give you some information: transaction amount, transaction processing fee, GST, total amount to be paid. Then click on pay now. After that, you get OTP in your mobile phone. You type OTP and click on next. If your payment gets successful, you get status here, success. You get transaction reference number here, bank reference number here, amount 5,000 and other details. Here is one option for transaction receipt. You can click on this option to get PDF receipt for Bharat Post, and you get a PDF file like this: transaction reference, receipt from 5,000, like this. This completes your first step, that is payment of fee for license renewal or GOC. Now guys, I will tell you how to fill COP23 form. First of all, I want to tell you that this form is not available in any government website. This is offline form. Now let's fill up the COP23 form for renewing GMDSS GOC. I have searched this form many places, but I did not found this form in the government website. Actually, there is no much information provided. Actually, I searched in internet for the correct format of this COP23 form, but I did not find the authentic information from the government website. So somehow I searched in internet for the correct COP23 form, and I came to know that this is the form which you have to fill for GMDSS GOC renewal. So guys, for this form I will mention one link in the description box of this video. You can click on this link to download this form. So this is the correct format of COP23 form. So let's see how to fill it up. See, this is COP23, Government of India, Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, Wireless Planning and Coordination Wing, Form of Application or Renewal of GMDSS License, Radio Telephony in Aeronautical Maritime Services. Okay, so here you have to write your name in full block letters. Then you write your postal address. I would suggest that you fill this name with capital letters, all the information. Then you write here contact number, your email ID, then nationality, and in bracket you write by birth, like Indian by birth. Then this PAO DDO code. See guys, I have told you before that you write somewhere your PAO and DDO code. It will be required when you fill up this COP23 form. So let's go back. You see your PAO code is given here and your DDO code is given here. So PAO 077177 and DDO 201540. So you write here PAO code, this is this, DDO code, this is this. Then you type transaction reference number and date. So transaction reference number you can get from your receipt of Bharat Post. Transaction reference number is this and date is this. So transaction reference number, date and amount which you have paid, like here 5,000, so you type here 5,000 for 20 years and 10,000 for lifetime. Then very important section here, particulars of certificate of competency / proficiency held by applicant. See, when I was filling this form, I got a doubt that here I have to fill my COC details or my GOC detail. So I was confused in this section number 5. So I searched a lot in internet. Then I found that here you don't have to fill your COC detail, but here you have to fill your GOC detail. So you fill up your GOC details, class and registration number of certificate. You put here GMDSS GOC and your GOC number. Then here you write maritime. Then by whom issued, you write your RLO. Like if you issued from Delhi, then you write RLO Delhi. Kolkata, then you write RLO Kolkata. Then here you write date of last renewal, date of expiry of license. So you write here your license expiry date. In remarks you write none. Here you have to fill up your C service detail in last 3 years. So you fill up your details as per your CDC. So you take out your CDC and you fill up the details with most recent one coming first. So from that sign on date to sign off date and your rank, then your company name and nature of duty is here you write maritime. Then declaration, here you write date, your signature, your name in block letters, and here it is to be attested by gazetted officer. This is very important. It should be done from the gazetted officer only. If you get it done from somewhere else or from some person who is not a gazetted officer, then your application might get rejected. So this is very important to get it attested from a certified gazetted officer. Now the question obviously arises, who is gazetted officer? So for that, here you see, as attested by gazetted officer, appropriate authorities. See, gazetted officers or appropriate authorities such as DGCA, DG Shipping, the certified authority should satisfy itself fully as to the accuracy of the particulars contained in columns 1 to 6 above. So, see, this Ministry of Telecommunication is not going to verify your documents which you have entered the details here. So, Ministry of Communication is telling this to verify from those gazetted officers only. So, if you get it done from the gazetted officer, your application will get approved. But if you get it done from a person who is not a gazetted officer, then your application might get rejected. Like I have seen cases and I have heard many of the applications got rejected. Some of them because they have got attested from the local notary, which is not applicable. Notary attestation is not valid, so it is to be done from gazetted officer. So, but who are gazetted officers? Gazetted officers are those officers who are class 1 officers or class 2 officers. So like IAS, IPS, IFS, district magistrate, superintendent of police, your school principal, government school principal, private school principal not, but government school principal like Kendriya Vidyalaya principal, Navodaya school principal, or any government school principal, they are gazetted officer. Or the government medical officers like government medical doctor. You go to any district hospital, the doctors who are employed in district hospitals are also gazetted officer. You can get it attested from doctors. I have my COP23 got attested government medical doctor. So you can get it through gazetted officers. So this completes the filling up of COP23. Now let's see what all documents are required for GMDSS GOC renewal. Because this application is offline, so you have to fill up your COP23 and put it in envelope along with certain other document and send it to concerned RLO office from where your GMDSS GOC was issued original. So documents required for GMDSS renewal GOC are: first is your same Form 23, which should be attested from gazetted officer. Your CDC copy with all relevant pages of C time, it should be also attested from gazetted officer. Your COC copy also attested from gazetted officer. Your GMDSS GOC copy attested from gazetted officer. Then your Bharat Post payment receipt and one empty envelope with ₹50 stamp fixed on it. You also have to send this, so that when they send your renewal document, they can put in this envelope, you write your name and address in this envelope and fix ₹50 stamp in it. Then you have to send it to concerned RLO office. Concerned RLO office means from where your original GOC was issued, like RLO Kolkata, RLO Mumbai, RLO Delhi, etc. So, and you have to send it via speed post. Now here are the address of some regional licensing office. RLO Delhi address is this, RLO Mumbai, RLO Kolkata, RLO Chennai, RLO Guwahati. So you have to send your application to concerned RLO office. So in this way we completed our video of how to renew your GMDSS GOC. Hope this video is very useful to you, and I have tried to clear all your doubts. But if you still face some problem, while applying your GMDSS GOC, you can ask anytime by putting a comment in this video. I will try to answer this comment with the clear information in it. Thank you very much guys. Hope this video is useful to you. Please like, share and subscribe this video so that other people can also get benefited from this. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.